Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Art, channeling messages from Spirit, Infinite Gratitude, Scorpio placements, all my Scorpio placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome to your reading. Infinite Gratitude, Spirit, any and all messages, insight, guidance, advice, general and love, all inclusive. So I feel like you've narrowed down your options. You might have had options, or like you know what you want now, or you don't know what you want. You have a lot of options. Spirit, can I please just get more information? Elaborate on this energy, please. You know what you want is what I'm getting here, and you're accepting like what it is that you want. You have options, but you know who or what it is that you want. You might have options in love, but there's only like one person that you want, or there's only like one person on your mind. I feel like you've chosen. You've chosen. You're happy with your decision. You've made a choice. You're happy with your decision. You're moving forward in it. It's actually like really healthy. You're no longer like thinking about your options. Like you're no longer comparing options to each other or trying to decide who to move forward with in some sort of dynamic. This could be romantic. I'm picking up that this is romantic. I don't think you are like juggling options. If you were, you're not doing that anymore, or you might have never like juggled options. You might have always known who you wanted to connect with. I see you moving forward with that person. I see you being very happy with your decision as well. And I also see you being able to grow in this connection, like you're becoming a better version of yourself in this dynamic. So you knew you made the right decision. You're very happy with your choice. You made the right decision when it comes to someone or something. Scorpio, I see you and this person being able to grow and become better versions of yourself quite rapidly in this dynamic. You both like inspire each other and fuel each other. And you also ground this person. This person is able to ground you. And I see the both of you being able to grow in this connection. There's not one person who's like being used or taken advantage of. There's a lot of equal reciprocity here. And this is just the beginning is what I'm getting here. You made your choice, you're happy with it, and things are moving forward quite rapidly. But it's still the beginning stages of this connection. There was some sort of communication. You either told this person that like you chose them, or that like you knew that they were the one for you, like you were honest with this person, or vice versa, or you didn't have to say anything. What was understood, what didn't have to be explained. Spirit, can you elaborate on the Ace of Swords in reverse? This is very new though. This is just the beginning stages though. There's something that you're not saying, or there's something that someone is not saying, and it's causing some sort of conflict. You're happy with your choice. I see you moving forward, being able to grow within this dynamic in your personal life too. It's not like the two of you are just like growing like in love. Like I see you growing as an individual within this dynamic. I see you being able to foster your best self while involved with this person. But there is something that hasn't been said, or someone is holding back some information, the truth. There's some truth that hasn't been shared, and it's causing um, some serious conflict. Maybe this is kind of getting messy. I see a fight here. Just keep it 100. You know that this is your person you've chosen, and you've chosen well. You're very happy with your choice. You know that this person helps you grow as an individual. You know that this person is healthy for you to be connected to. You're happy with that. But I see a fight here. I see some messiness here because of someone holding back the truth. I don't know how this applies to you. Spirit, please elaborate on the Five of Wands in upright position. There's a fight here. Conflict of interests. Oh, this could be external factors trying to get in the way, or you might be going through some sort of spiritual attack right now. Yeah, because with this Eight of Pentacles right here, I would not be surprised if you were getting attacked in some form of fashion, because this is so beautiful and healthy for you, and this is making you so happy. Scorpio, I see you being really happy with this person, really happy with this decision. You're growing as a person, and there might be an attack on you because you're doing so well. And you're like growing, like you're just growing as a person. You're becoming, and there might be an attack on you for sure. This is really messy. I really don't like this energy. It's just so counterproductive. It's like you have to get out. Like if you stay in a certain place, like you're going to be sabotaged basically. There could be external factors trying to attack you, affect you, discourage you, because you're just doing nothing but ascending here. You're just moving up. You're just moving forward. You're growing. You're becoming. So I see external factors trying to cling on to your energy, trying to stop you basically. I see you trying to like get out of a situation, move, continue to move forward. There's just like individuals or just external factors clinging on to you, trying to hold you down, trying to hold you back. And it's like you're just trying to get away, get out. And I just see this energy like trying to block you, stop you, delay you, just get in the way, cause a disruption and a disturbance in your growth, in your ascension here. Spirit, tell me more. You're being divinely guided through it. So even though it might be very uncomfortable having to deal with this attack on your growth, it's just like this external influence trying to impede, disrupt you. It's like uncomfortable for you for obvious reasons. It's throwing you off a little bit because it's like when you made your choice and you stepped forward in that decision, when you like chose this person and you started growing, I don't think you were expecting to be attacked like this. You were attacked like heavily. I see like back to back to back, you were like faced with attacks. Once you chose your person and you started like growing and evolving and becoming and blossoming, like it was, first of all, it wasn't even in its full form. Like the growth you hadn't even like blossomed all the way. Like you were in the beginning stages. Like it took you choosing, and then as soon as you started to grow within that dynamic, you got attacked heavily. I mean, bombarded. You were bombarded back to back to back with like attacks. You hadn't even taken off. You hadn't even gotten anywhere You hadn't even grown much, but it was just like the way this dynamic is set up and the way you're so aligned with this person, you were meant to grow very quickly. You would have surpassed, there were people that you were starting to surpass, or there were people in your life that didn't want you to surpass them, so they bombarded you with attacks because you were meant to grow very quickly after you made this choice. The growth was unstoppable. You were going to be unstoppable. So they definitely bombarded and attacked you like as soon as you got started. Like you weren't even able to like really start. I feel like your new beginning was interrupted with this attack. Like you had made it, like you had just gotten to that point where you were like confident in your choice and you knew it was the right choice for you. And as soon as people saw that, or as soon as these external factors noticed how happy you were, it was like over with. They tried to uproot you. They tried to like sabotage it from the jump before you could not even get started. You couldn't even get started. But you're being divinely guided by spirit through these attacks. And I think the reason, and it's so sad because you couldn't get started, like you could barely move forward. Like as soon as you were ready to go, like you couldn't even move forward because of the attacks came like in the beginning of this. When this was forming, they saw the potential and immediately attacked. Like you didn't even realize that it was that big of a deal, or that people were that like intimidated, or people were that envious. You didn't even realize. You couldn't even like blink and then you were getting attacked like boom, bam. Like where is this even coming from? Spirit wanted you to, number one, overcome that because you were meant to, and number two, learn valuable lessons, and also trust in spirit. Spirit put you through that, or I don't want to say spirit put you through that. Spirit allowed that to happen because spirit knew you would become very grounded in your faith once you overcame it. Spirit wanted you to like have a really, really strong relationship with it. Spirit wanted to build your relationship with you. Like spirit wanted y'all's connection to be locked in. And it took this attack in the beginning stages of something so beautiful. Something so beautiful was sabotaged, attacked, and burdened at a very early stage. And it happened because spirit wanted you to be locked in with spirit. So moving forward here, your connection to the divine is impeccable. You know what I'm saying? Like your relationship with your higher power is impeccable. Your faith is impeccable. After spirit walked you through this, got you through this, your relationship with the divine is impeccable. There's absolutely nothing that can get in your way at this point. This happened in the early stages, so something very beautiful was corrupted and attacked in the very beginning stages before you could even look up and realize what you had tapped into, what kind of ascension what type of ascension journey that you had begun. You couldn't even blink before this attack came in. So crazy, so much, back to back to back to back. Spirit was with you the entire time. Spirit was there. And now you and spirit are locked in. So with that, there's really nothing that can get in your way now at this point. You're free to move and ascend forward and grow. Spirit just wanted you to be locked in. That's what it took. It took you surviving, overcoming those attacks, and learning to trust your intuition, learning to trust and have faith in spirit. This situation could have been the reason why you even believe in a higher power. Spirit needed you to believe and see and know. This situation could have been the catalyst to the relationship that you have with the divine, which is like priceless. So it really was a blessing in disguise. Even though it uprooted you, it disrupted you, could have traumatized you, to be honest. but you definitely walked out of the situation with an impeccable relationship with God, with spirit. So I mean, you really won. If it was a contest of some sort, I mean, you walked away with everything. You walked away with everything. Spirit, tell me more. The high priest is in upright position. You walked away with everything and then some is what I'm getting here. And then some. Spirit, is there anything else for Scorpio to hear? This was some serious attacks, though. I just really some serious attacks, though. I really want to just give you credit for what it is that you managed to overcome here, because this was meant to destroy this new beautiful endeavor. This could have been a relationship. You could have started something in your career. You could have like started a new job, started a new relationship, something that was just in the beginning stages. I mean, something so precious and delicate in the beginning stages was completely bombed and attacked because of how beautiful it was and because of the potential of it. Um, and it managed to survive. So there is nothing but spirit to acknowledge here. The fact, because this was so fragile, delicate, and in the beginning stages, and it managed to survive attacks like this. I mean, attacks meant to destroy, attacks meant to corrupt, completely disembody. And it was something that was like, it was like a seedling. I'm getting seedling. I'm getting like a seed was planted. Ooh, 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 ooh. With the, okay, let me tell you what I'm seeing here. With the Seven of Pentacles, you got these peaches, right? So the first thing I think about is the pit of that peach being a seed, okay? And I feel like this cherry pit, not cherry, but this peach pit was planted, okay, and then it started to grow. And with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like with this earth energy, it's giving it was some sort of seedling. A seed was planted and it was just now showing its true leaves. And then, I mean, people like tried to torch it. A seedling, a little tiny itty bitty seedling, and somebody put a torch to it. Imagine that. There, what I'm getting here, there was no way that seedling was supposed to make it after being torched like this. There was no way that seedling was supposed to keep growing after somebody tried to bomb it. The fact that it is spirit, higher power, the divine, the most high, that's why you're locked in with spirit, because it's like you know that there was no way that this was going to survive the attacks that it went through. It had to have been the divine's will, God's will, that you grow in this, that this continues to grow, that this continues to blossom, that you continue to grow. Like, period. Spirit's will over whatever attack came through. It managed not to stop your growth, period. So that's why your relationship with spirit is locked in. That's why you have such a strong relationship with the divine, because you've seen for your own eyes what the divine managed to do for you. This connection, this endeavor, whatever it is that was growing that couldn't even like get off the ground, whatever it is that had just started out that wasn't supposed to, that these are external factors. They had every intention on completely destroying this seedling. They didn't want it to mature. They didn't want it to grow. They didn't want it to surpass them, that's for sure. Spirit like saved this, and it was only spirit. It could have only been spirit. So you and spirit are locked in. So you walked away from the situation with the connection to the divine that is unexplainable. Scorpio, that's a powerful, powerful story there. The Emperor in reverse and the Nine of Cups in upright. I feel like this, whatever this was, whatever that was growing that like could barely even grow because it just had to get attacked like this, it is like meant for something great. There's a really, really high purpose to this connection or to whatever it is that you're becoming. You have a very high purpose in this. It's very healing, not just to you, but I feel like your story inspires a lot of other people. I feel like your testimony, you have like a living testimony. You have a living testimony because of what you've survived here, because of the attacks that you managed to overcome and you're still growing. This is a living testimony. This is serving a very high purpose. Whatever it is that you're doing, this relationship, this endeavor, this venture is a living testimony. With the Emperor in reverse, I'm kind of stumped because I feel like you were ungrounded. I feel like I don't want to acknowledge this energy, but what I'm getting here is that you were, in fact, had the floor like taken right up from under you or something, or had, like, what's that saying? You were definitely blindsided by this attack. For it to be in such the beginning stages and to be bombarded like this, it definitely blindsided you, and it definitely like it was like some sort of whiplash. Like I relate this energy to like whiplash, blindside, rug was like snatched from under you, type of energy. But I see spirit holding you up. Like you were meant to fall, you were meant to be broken, but I see spirit holding you. And I feel like this could be a masculine and a feminine energy. With this, and with the high priestess, I know, you know, what the cards traditionally mean, but I'm channeling it as spirit holding you up even after you've been uprooted. Spirit holding you and someone else, or a masculine and a feminine, however it applies, however it relates to you. I see spirit like holding y'all up, even though you've had the rug snatched from under you, even though you've been bombed and torched. I see spirit like holding y'all up, and it's only spirit that could do something like this because it's God's plan. You still have a lot of growing to do, Scorpio. You got torched like as a seedling, bombed as a seedling, but you're still able to grow because spirit is holding you, covering you, and there's still much for you to learn and grow. You have the rest of your life to continue to develop and become who you were meant to become. Spirit's plan for you is untouchable. So you just still have to walk in your purpose and walk in your journey. You're required to do so, especially the way Spirit saved you in this way. You got to keep growing. You have a lot of learning to do still. You're free to grow. You're free to ascend. You have what you need, which is a very secure connection to the divine, which is priceless. That's really what you gain from those experiences. Like you're locked in with the spirit here. And with the Nine of Cups upright position, you are very compassionate. I feel like you've become a very compassionate person and a very understanding person, a very loving, nurturing person because of what you've endured. And I think Spirit wants you to be that way. I feel like you've also become very spiritual as well because of what you've endured, what you've overcome. Like you're locked in with Spirit and you've become a very empathic, intuitive person. And I think you're meant to be this way. It serves your higher purpose. Is you're meant to be this way because it is a part of your purpose to be this way, to be a healer. Essentially, you're meant to be a healer. There's still a lot for you to learn, but you're meant to be a healer because your gifts or your skills are needed for the next chapter, for the next assignment here. I feel like there's more to the story. Yeah, you survived this attack as a seedling. Also, you're meant to serve a higher purpose in another experience. There's another experience taking place. Thank you, Spirit. There's another experience taking place where everything that you learned from what you went through, you're going to be putting into practice. Everything that you learned from what you went through, you're going to be using that, applying that, and putting it into practice. You're not just learning and walking off. Like you are going to be practicing these skills, these tools, these lessons in this next chapter, in this assignment. You've been assigned some higher purpose. You're going to need everything that you learned. You're going to need every tool, skill, all the wisdom, all the faith that you've acquired from overcoming this. You're going to need it in this next assignment. I don't think you're ready for it just yet. Spirit is still covering you. Spirit is still holding you up. Spirit is still guiding you through your lessons, your instructions, but I see you being called, your services being called upon. Everything that you acquired, you're going to be needing it, you're going to be using it for your higher purpose. There is what I'm really picking up on. There is someone who needs someone of great influence and impact, the emperor essentially. There is someone, masculine or feminine, who is going to need your services, who is calling on you because you have a unique contribution, some sort of nurturing. You're a healer, um, you're a spiritualist, you're an intuitive. Um, you have some sort. You've acquired some sort of unique ability through enduring what you've endured. You've acquired some sort of gift. You've acquired tools, skills, and you're going to be called upon for a very important assignment. Your all of your everything about you is going to be needed. Okay, so I'm just going to put that out there. Spirit is definitely guiding this whole situation. Allow this to happen so you would become this person who was capable of working this work, doing this light work, whatever it is that you do. Your services are going to be called upon, are being called upon. I don't know if you're ready or not. I feel like Spirit is either using your services, having you put in practice and apply yourself, or Spirit is preparing you to apply yourself. I feel emotional. Spirit definitely wants you to be ready for your calling when it's time, if it's not already been commenced or initiated. If you haven't been initiated, Spirit definitely has a lot in store, to say the least. I know not everyone wants to hear this, but what I'm really picking up on is that it all happened for a reason. Spirit wants to use you for a higher purpose. Spirit is preparing you, if not initiating you right now. So with that being said, Scorpio, peace.